What if the last sighting of a young woman wasn't a scream, but a mystery? Imagine pressing every button in an elevator, hiding from something no one else can see, and then vanishing forever. Trigger warning. Viewers' discretion is advised. This is the story of Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old traveler whose last moments were caught on camera. Hello, and welcome back to Katie Knows Crime. Elisa Lam was born April 30th, 1991 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, to parents who immigrated from Hong Kong. She was a student at the University of British Columbia, but by early 2013, she was not actively enrolled in any classes. Lam was described as bright, social, and creative by her friends, and she also maintained a personal blog called Elisa Lam Nouvelle, excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, on Tumblr. This blog is where she shared her thoughts on photography while also reflecting on her life, including her struggles with mental health. She had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression. She was also prescribed medication. Her family had later shared she sometimes did not take them as directed. Elisa at the time was traveling alone on a solo trip to California in January 2013 as part of a sightseeing/personal journey. Lam had checked into Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. As you may or may not know, the Cecil Hotel has a long, troubled history of crime, suicides, and notorious residents. This had also later fueled the public fascination with this case. Lam was last seen alone January 31st. That day, she had visited the last bookstore nearby and interacted normally with the staff, even buying souvenirs to bring home. Later that same evening, surveillance cameras had captured her in the hotel elevator acting very strange, pressing numerous buttons, stepping in and out, peering around corners, as well as gesturing as if to someone unseen, and pacing before finally exiting the elevator. Staff had also reported odd behavior earlier in her stay. She moved to a private room because of disturbing her roommates. Also reportedly being escorted out of a late-night TV show taping due to behavior that raised concern. Lam did not check out as scheduled and had also stopped contacting her family, which was very unusual because she had been in daily contact with them. Her parents flew to Los Angeles and reported her missing to the police on February 8th. Police had began searching, but initially they found no sight of her. When LAPD had released the video surveillance in hopes that someone would help locate her, it went viral on social media, YouTube, Reddit, and conspiracy theorists started pouring out every frame, analyzing behavior and building wild theories. February 19th, 2013, guests had started to complain that their water had low pressure and was also discolored all throughout the hotel plumbing. Maintenance was sent to check the roof water tanks, and there, inside one of the large tanks, Elisa Lam's body. She was found with her clothes floating nearby. Her watch and her room key were also inside of the tank. However, there was no signs of trauma or struggle, meaning that police thought that there was no third-party involvement. The Los Angeles County coroner had ruled the death as an accidental drowning and cited the bipolar disorder as a significant factor. The toxicology had shown no illicit drugs or alcohol. The levels of her prescribed medication had suggested inconsistencies with her prescription regimen. Investigators had believed that she had a psychotic episode, possibly leading her to the roof via the fire escape and into the water tank. But this type of space is difficult to access alone and nearly impossible to exit once inside. The official conclusion of this case attributes her actions to mental health struggles and an unfortunate accident rather than foul play. Let me know what y'all think about this case. All the links that I used are in the description of this video. Be sure to check them out for yourself. RIP Elisa Lam. I will see you in my next video.